Hi, this is Mike Pettigrew, serial entrepreneur and best-selling author, and I help ordinary people to achieve extraordinary goals, but possibly not in the way you might think. And a lot of people come to me and they ask me, does the way I think really affect what I can achieve? And if that's the case, well, we need to be careful of how we think and possibly make some adjustments. Now, before we get into this further, let me just say that if you're ready to get to your next level of success, abundance, freedom and wealth, check out the Ultimate Success Club at achievegoalsfast.com/USC. So, does the way you think have a massive effect on what you can achieve during your life? Well, my own experiences have shown me that this is definitely the case. In fact, Henry Ford once said, whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. And you know what? Your thoughts determine your beliefs, and your beliefs determine your actions, and your actions determine your results. So if you change the way you think, it will also change your results. So there was an amazing book written about 100 years ago by Napoleon Hill called Think and Grow Rich. And it's all about the way we think and how to think ourselves to success, riches and abundance. And if we scratch the surface, we discover that the way we think is fundamentally important to success. In fact, we've learnt more about the brain and neuroscience in the last 10 years than we have in the entire history of the human race. And we now know what works and what doesn't work. We now know what thoughts lead to what results. We now know that the way we think is fundamental to getting to our next level of success, abundance, freedom and wealth. And the fact is, everybody's been conditioned. We have all this baggage as a result of conditioning. When we're born, we're influenced by our parents and our siblings. We go to school and we're influenced by our teachers and our peers. We're always being told what to believe and what to think, and that we're capable of this and we're not capable of that, and we're good at this and we're bad at that. And we've all accumulated so much baggage, so much conditioning. And then later, as people go through their lives and then they experience setbacks and failures and hardship, relationships that go wrong, careers that never took off, people's realm of possibility closes down. A lot of people reach the point where they don't believe it's possible to achieve their life's biggest dreams. And this is so sad. And you probably heard me say this, but your dominant thoughts and your dominant emotions actually create the circumstances of your life. That's a big statement to make. That's a big claim to make. But you know what? Experiments, lots of scientific experiments have proved that the way you think affects physical matter. From experiments in quantum physics to all sorts of we're at a time in history right now where science is proving all sorts of esoteric principles that Eastern thought and Eastern science has understood for years. Western science is now at the point where it's discovering that these things are real. How you think affects physical reality. How you think, repeated thoughts with emotion, molds your experience. Your environment is literally like a big mirror of how you are inside. So if you want to be more successful, if you want to achieve your dreams, if you want to become wealthy, if you want to live a life, the sort of life that you were born to live, you need to know how to operate this thing between your ears. You need to know how to think in a creative way. Because you know what? So many people's thoughts are destructive. They erase all their own good fortune. They push away all sorts of possibility from happening. Many years ago, I lost everything. I was at the point where I couldn't even feed my wife or our baby son that had just been born. And I was locked into this negative spiral of belief and thought and feeling, and it was just awful. And I was perpetuating our situation until I reached the point where I picked up this book, and it was all about the power of gratitude. And once I started changing the way I was feeling and the thoughts that I was carrying, everything started to change. Everything started to change, and very quickly. Now, a moment ago I mentioned about overcoming limiting beliefs. We all have these limiting beliefs, and if you don't uncover them, if you don't root them out, become aware of what they are and cancel them, they will affect you and hold you back forever. Your limiting beliefs, or limiting beliefs in general, are the biggest reason why people don't achieve their goals. And if you want to do this for yourself, check out my video, How to Overcome Limiting Beliefs Holding You Back, because it will change your life. And my challenge for you is, when are you going to start doing this? When are you going to start taking charge of your life? Because you know what? This time next year, if you don't do this, nothing much may have changed, unfortunately. People don't change unless they take some form of action. So if you want to be certain about getting to your next level of freedom, wealth, happiness, abundance, joy, and be more successful, check out my Ultimate Success Club. It's at www.achievegoalsfast.com/USC. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to speaking with you again very soon. Bye bye.